Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where we're still in the museum, still trying to find the sarcophagus. Sneakily, of course. I mean, technically, I have not been told to stay undetected, but I have been told not to kill anyone, and it's a lot easier not to kill anyone if you don't get detected. So yeah, I guess we will continue the stealthy approach. Now, there used to be a guy down here, but it looks like he left. So let's go down here and see if we can use this opportunity. Okay, there's a guy in that room, and there's clearly something else of interest in that room as well. So can I wait for him to leave? Unless he's going to come over here again. If he does. But I definitely want to get inside that room. CCTV in operation. We see you touching all that stuff. Huh. Is that something I need to be concerned about? Okay, now he's... Okay, he might actually be coming back here. Oh boy. Yep. So is he just going back and forth in between the vending machines and that control room? In that case, I probably have to sneak past him while he's over here, so I can get into the control room. Well, now he's already on the move. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, there's potentially a second guard. I mean, they look the same, which makes it a little bit harder to figure out, but okay. Yeah, now one of them is inside the room again. Stay on the green line. Red line areas are restricted to museum personnel. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, oh yeah, we do have cameras here. But this one is currently not looking my way. Maybe I can use this opportunity to get inside here. There we go. So what do we have here? Sobchak's Guide to Personal and Home Security? What? Okay, it's like a skill book, but I still need more research. Yeah, I need to get at least 6 if I want to use all of this. Okay, but we do have like a computer over here, if I see this correctly. Yes, we do. Ooh, cameras. I hope I can hack this. 6! Okay, but that's fine, because I can use Protean. Let's try this again. Nope. Okay. Disable, please. And the other ones too. Pterodactyl and Velociraptor. Okay, I disabled cameras. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I think someone detected me. Well, what if I just run away? I'm not sure how far they're going to follow me. Maybe I can just, like, hide somewhere. I mean, it's okay if I get detected. That is not, like, something I was told not to do, but I'm not supposed to kill anyone. So maybe if I just wait here, they will forget about me. And I mean, I disabled the camera, so hopefully that will make it a little bit easier for me. So yeah, let's wait, I don't know, a minute or so. Doesn't look like they're actually following me up here. So that's good. Alright. Now we have to do this again, but now the cameras shouldn't be a problem anymore, at least. Okay. Can we see any of them? Okay, well, the good news is that apparently they forgot about me at this point. So if they see me, I will just try to run somewhere and try to hide. It doesn't really matter. As long as I don't accidentally kill any of them. Alright. He's on the move. Also, I have my ravens ready if I need to distract any of them quickly. Okay, guy's going inside here. One guy over here, and I guess if I'm walking on the red line and the cameras are enabled, they will be a problem, probably. Of course, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Let's just check out some of the rooms here. Gold ring and a normal watch. Marshall changed the code again. He's on such a power trip. I think you're right, he managed to send it to everyone but you, again. Not that you ever check your mail anyway. The code's 2358. You owe me lunch. Okay, okay, it went into my log, so I don't have to write this down. 2358. I have to look for like a number lock that has this code on it. Okay, let's make a save. No, please stay open, door. Currently, it seems that we are good. Ooh, what is going on here? This looks interesting. Oh, and there's a number lock. Maybe let's input the number while we're here. Okay, that did indeed open the door. But I want to have a look at the room that I just saw, because that looked interesting, but I'm hearing footsteps at the moment, so this might not be the best moment to go out again. Yep. It's clearly not. I mean, I have my ravens ready. So next time some of them notice me, I will just use them. Okay. This guy is clearly walking away. And we have another computer. Or do we? Yes, this is a computer we can use. Email. I hate my job. Re Johansson from C. Marshall. For your interest, I'll be showing Dr. Johansson around personally. I think he'd prefer not to be pestered by the junior staff. Of course, if you have a question, I'll try to ask him it for you. Alright. Fidesz, relax Pam. I had him move the statue into another office. Oh, and it told me to say hi. Code change. In keeping with good security practices, we have changed the code for the area B2. Okay, I've already seen the code, so I don't need that. I'm just a little bit nervous that someone sees me again while I'm working at the computer, like it happened last time. Let me in. Okay, view. Analysis incomplete. Estimated time of completion 5 hours. Okay, that doesn't help me at all. Uh-oh. Well, he didn't see me. Okay, I got a key card. And apparently that key card is useful for something. Anyway. Anything else of interest in here? Well, not as far as I can see. So, yeah, I think that's probably all that I need. Let's continue through here. Yeah, didn't get any updates here. Let's just move on. There's another camera, but it's not moving, so I'm guessing that it's inactive. Okay. Seems to be safe. Another long corridor and another door at the end. Huh, okay. There's a guy in that room. So would this provide me enough cover if I just sneak through here now? Again, sometimes it's really hard to understand their line of sight. Okay, I was getting nervous because there were footsteps, but it's not coming from over here. Well, I mean, the guy is not moving, so I guess sneaking through here is really the only thing I can do. Okay, great. Apparently that totally doesn't work and they will notice you. Well, what else was I supposed to do? I don't think my Night with Raven works through glass. Well, maybe it does. I didn't actually try. Maybe I should have. But it looks like they're not going through doors. Okay. I think that's good to know. If you just close the door, it's fine. And what kind of shenanigans is this over here? Are you bloody kidding me? Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. I'm in a bit of a predicament now. I can't really go back through here because the guard's in there. And I'm not sure what to do about this. Can I like... Oh! I thought maybe I could open this and deactivate it, but... I guess this is an improvement. Can I like completely destroy it to completely shut off the laser? No, it doesn't look like it. But I mean, if I get like the pattern right, then this should work, huh? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, so much for getting the pattern right. And now we have another guy over here. That's just great. Oh boy. Alright. If he gets too close, I will use my ravens on him. I mean, I guess technically this would work. Okay, yeah, I mean, if I'm very careful. I can just sneak below this one. Yeah, I guess this is how you're supposed to do it. I was just too careless first time around.
Hey, stop right there.
Alright.
Hey, stop right there.
The problem is, if I touch this guy, he's going to wake up. But okay, I think now this works. And now we can go through here. Okay. Ooh. Well. This was not very elegant. But again, it works. And so far I haven't killed anyone. And since they apparently do not go through closed doors, I guess I'm fine for now. Let's look around here for a second. It's very dark. I could use my Protean to look in the darkness, but I'm not sure if it's worth it, to be honest. Let's just keep going. Okay. That triggered some kind of alarm as well. Oh, okay. Did we make it? I think we made it.
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Yeah, I don't know. Beckett, what are you doing here? What happens to the Encaran? What happened to the Encaran sarcophagus? What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you doing here, first of all?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Encaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king.
Really?
I needed confirmation.
But apparently the sarcophagus is not here anymore.
Since it's missing, I'm inclined to believe it was stolen, or intentionally misplaced, if you like. Clearly, though, it's not here.
Clearly. Well, I guess that answers my question, how I'm supposed to get the sarcophagus out of here on my own. The answer is, I don't. Who stole it? Did you steal it? Did you get to examine it at all? Yeah, that would be interesting.
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
Alright, so you're also not a fan of superstitions. Gehenna antediluvians. Yeah, tell me more about that, please.
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
Yeah, I think I actually learned a bit about the antediluvians already, but it was mostly just the tip in between a loading screen. So tell me more about the antediluvians.
No one I know has ever met one. But each of the clans and their bloodlines supposedly trace their origin to an original vampire. an antediluvian. Some swear these grandsires still exist into the present.
Fascinating.
But then, kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
Okay, but what exactly is so strange about it? The fact that they would live so long? I mean, that belief doesn't strike me as particularly supernatural. Maybe that they will bring about Gehenna, okay, but the fact that the vampires go back to like some kind of ancestor, and that the ancestor might still be around, I mean, it's possible, right? But sure, tell me about Cain.
Cain is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
Well, Beckett, I like you. I certainly like you and your interest in history. I wish I could just go with you and we can study history together, you know, one gangrel to another. Then again, since gangrels are supposed to be loners, he probably doesn't want any company either. Can you tell me more about Thin Bloods? Are there any other signs of Gehenna? Why don't you believe in Gehenna? I could give a damn about this stuff, I just need to find the sarcophagus. I hope I can ask all the questions, because this is very interesting. So, can you tell me more about Thin Bloods?
Thin Bloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
Well, it certainly sounds like it. But I mean, I have noticed that the vampires are very classist. They don't like Thin Bloods, they don't like ghouls, so I understand. And yeah, why don't you believe in Gehenna?
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
No, I can completely understand what you mean, and I do agree with that. But still, can you tell me more about the signs of Gehenna?
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of Thin Bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
Okay, so basically decadence and tainting of the bloodline or whatever. Okay. This is all fascinating stuff. How long have you been studying kindred lore? Yeah, it is fascinating.
For 300 years I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason. And if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
You're asking for my opinion. We are predatory species like aliens. We are mutations with powers like in comic books. We're the next evolution of human beings. We're an alien species from outer space. Probably not the last one. The next evolution of human beings? I'm not entirely sure about that, at least not in the traditional sense of evolution, with natural selection and so on. Because that would require like reproduction, and vampires do not reproduce that way, so they wouldn't really evolve, right? We're mutations with powers like in comic books, or lions. Yeah, it's either one or two, I would say. But a gangrel would probably go for the lion analogy, right?
Yes, I've heard that theory before. It certainly seems plausible, but there's little proof to support it. Still, it's a better explanation than a divine sentence for manslaughter.
Why don't you tell me what you believe? I agree, I really don't know. I enjoy this life however it came about. I feel that's a good attitude.
Life's a splendid thing to indulge in. Pity we're dead. Well, my work here's stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
In that case, I enjoy this undeath, however it came about. Goodbye, Beckett. If you find the sarcophagus, call the prince. You do that. Yeah, I still don't know what happened to the sarcophagus, but if you find him, maybe you wanna tell LaCroix. Completed museum without killing anyone. Okay, so at least that worked out. Okay, so I guess we have to tell LaCroix the unfortunate news. Someone managed to get into the museum before me and somehow managed to steal the sarcophagus.
Oh, excuse me, starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show Ape Detective? Oh, that monkey always gets his man.
Ape Detective? Yeah, sure. But LaCroix is waiting for me.
What? Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix is expecting you.
Of course.
For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
Well, you certainly came around. Lots of places where you worked already. Yeah, let's talk later. Okay, Chunk. Are you calling the usual elevator? Yes, of course. I'm actually glad that I didn't have to sneak out of the museum again, but they just teleported me back here. Oh, look at that. Looking out of the window all ominously. This is such a trope. I love it.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
What the hell are you talking about? What is this about? You made some good decisions once in a while, if you made some good decisions once in a while, no one would say anything. I'll play along, whatever is this about. Yeah, I don't follow.
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called.
Oh, okay.
Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse.
Oh, damn it.
If a war ignites, it's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
Well, it's nice that you're asking to give me assistance now. I mean, if the sarcophagus actually had been in the museum, I probably would have needed assistance to actually get it out of there. Also, I wonder if he has any other proof to implicate Nines, or if he called that blood hunt solely based on, like, my eyewitness testimony, which placed him at the scene, and that's all. But yeah, I can't give you the sarcophagus because it was gone.
Stolen?
Yes!
Stolen? How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Who is Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen.
Oh.
The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
Apparently, whatever option I choose, he's going to cut me off.
I want him found. I want him found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city if it were to fall into the wrong hands.
I'll find Gary and the sarcophagus. When you say want him found, you mean me, I'm assuming. What's the sarcophagus worth to you? I might be able to find it. Good luck with that. I'm leaving. I wonder what happens if I pick that option. I feel that he's not going to accept that.
You never completed your task. I still don't have the sarcophagus.
Okay, so I can't just get out of this now. I would be surprised if that was possible. Well, it's not my fault.
You will find the sarcophagus, because I already entrusted its retrieval to you before. And you failed to bring it back, did you not?
Yes, but there was a reason for it.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort her out.
Okay, well, I guess I don't have a choice in that, unsurprisingly. Yeah, so I guess we actually go to a new place now, if I understood this correctly. The prince wants the sarcophagus now. First step, find Gary. The prince has suggested speaking with Isaac Abrams, the Baron of Hollywood. Isaac can usually be found in his jewelry store. I find it interesting that the Anarchs have a Baron. That seems to be a bit of a contradiction, is it not? But okay, I guess that's what we have to do. Of course, I guess I will do my usual round before I leave this place. That is, I will go to the last round. I mean, Ninth is not going to be there, and Skelter might be really pissed at me now, since the blood hunt has been called. But I do want to talk to Jack, so I guess I will take that risk. And right, I need to go to Venus and collect some money. And I should probably go back to my apartment as well and check my emails. Speaking of which, I also wanted to go back to Santa Monica at some point and talk to Mercurio, just in case. But one thing at a time. Venus, I'm here for my money.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Yeah, I think this is somehow based on some time variable, because it's not about the number of missions that you do. Okay, next stop, the last round, which would be through here, I guess, and maybe we will find a lonely lady in this alleyway to replenish our blood. Well, not quite as lucky today, apparently. Okay, this should be the last round. And I guess I won't bother talking to the Tremere Regent again. I don't think that he will have anything new to say. Let's talk to her first. Okay, nothing new here. The Skelter doesn't react to me, so that's good.
I heard you were down poking around the museum.
But you are surprisingly well informed about this.
Kid, you don't live to be as old as me without cultivating a few connections, the least of which should be able to penetrate the iron veil of the local Natural History Museum.
So did Beckett tell you? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not one of the guards. So probably Beckett. Yeah, I was there to get the sarcophagus.
Seems like he has a lot riding on that sarcophagus. He gets such a fierce bug in that powdered wig of his.
Is he actually wearing a wig? I don't think so. Why though? Why does he want it so bad? I mean, Beckett would maybe say some kind of superstition, but I don't know, there might be more to this.
I got another scenario for you here, kiddo. Gonna bounce it off you, see what you think. You ever hear of, diablerie?
Diablerie? I think I heard about it in the intro or the character creation, but I have no idea what it is, so please enlighten me.
Well, it's when a vampire drains another more powerful vampire to death.
Huh.
Diablerie is the Sabbat's specialty, but it's a big taboo in civilized kindred circles, and damn sure forbidden by the Camarilla.
I see. So, why is it so taboo?
When a younger vampire diablerizes an elder, the younger vampire gains all of their powers.
And thus, you could basically become like the most powerful vampire ever if you just keep draining them. So, what exactly are you trying to insinuate here?
Remember what I told you about the Ankaran sarcophagus? About who that could be sleeping away in there?
Oh, like a really, really old vampire. So someone wants to drain that ancient vampire. And that someone would be LaCroix. So you think the prince? Yeah, I can see that. Here we go. Another Camarilla conspiracy. Right, Jack? I don't need to listen to the script. See ya. I don't know. I feel it makes sense.
The prince is willing to tear L.A. apart to find this thing so he can have it. Why? What would a power-hungry vampire like LaCroix want with a sleeping ancient? I wonder.
So you think he wants to drink him to gain his powers? Maybe he's just trying to keep it out of the wrong hands. What should I do? He wants me to bring it to him. Who's to say you don't want to do the same thing? I don't know. He doesn't strike me as a person who's looking for power. So yeah, any suggestions for me?
You gotta figure a drop of ancient blood would make any kindred just about invulnerable. Anyone who has a sarcophagus is gonna be thinking the same thing. If LaCroix gets the sarcophagus, at least we know where it is.
Okay. So technically, whoever stole the sarcophagus could be trying to do the same thing, and it would be just as bad for everyone else. I don't think there's new questions, huh?
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
Yeah, I'm going to assume this is all the same stuff.
What's on your mind?
Humans. But I think I did ask that as well. Okay, that was pretty enlightening, so at least we have some kind of idea what LaCroix or anyone would want with that sarcophagus.
What the hell did you want?
And this is nothing new either. Alright, so I guess finally I will head back to my apartment and check my emails. I probably should have done that first because it's actually closer to the church than the bar, but whatever. Alright, I am back in the Skyline Apartments. I was able to replenish my blood pool, and yes, it was the high-class lady in the dark alleyway again. She's like the perfect victim, and you really only need her to fill up your blood because it's such a high quality. Alright, are we there yet? Oh no, oh no! Did the elevator get stuck? Okay, here we go. That was weird. So, as the final act for today, I will check my emails. Just in case. Okay, 2 new mails. A gambit. Is this our mysterious friend again? A gambit has been played. The king leaves himself open. Well, that's no good. But yeah, this guy likes to talk in chess metaphors. I mean, if we assume that the king is LaCroix, then I guess he might be open to attack now that he lost the sarcophagus to someone else. Makes sense to me. Business in Hollywood, from LaCroix. I have a certain financial interest in a restaurant in Hollywood called the Cavoletti Cafe. I have made an offer on the establishment that is more than generous, but it seems that the owners are remiss to accept. It is my understanding that a renowned food critic named Tommy Flayton will be writing an article about the restaurant very soon. Please intercept him there and make sure the review is unfavorable. These vampires are basically some kind of mafia, right? I mean, this is clearly what the Camarilla is modeled after. It's all very, very mafia gang-like. Interesting. But okay, apparently, that is another quest for me. And yeah, apparently we're going to Hollywood next. Nice. And I have to go to Hollywood for this one as well. Of course, I guess it would make sense to maybe finish this one before I leave. So I'll think about that for the next episode. But I think for now, we're going to call it a day. So as always, thank you for watching and see you again next time.